Hey you guys, Desmond here,
And Creature.
and welcome back to the channel. And today we are here to discuss Canada's Drag Race, Season 5. Almost forgot what season we were on for a second. Episode 4. We got us a good old ball that we didn't know was a ball until we got to the runway. I'm like, oh,
Right? I thought it was a design challenge.
that threw me off. I'm like, oh, it's a ball. Why didn't y'all tell us it was a ball?
Huh.
Baby, but anyway. What did you think of this episode overall?
Um, it was a pretty decent episode.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I think.
Uh-oh. She frozen. Oh, wait, are you back?
Yeah, you're back.
Okay, no, you were frozen.
You were frozen.
Listen, I'm the one recording. It's going to show you froze, not me. But what were you saying about the episode, honey?
Oh, I forgot. I said it was a pretty decent episode.
It
And
was.
I was okay with some of the judging.
Baby, I got my notes.
Mm.
I got my notes. Because there was a few choices made.
Mm-hmm.
But overall, was a great episode. And let's go ahead and get into it. So, we start off after the elimination of Tiffany and Co. She comes in, they read off her message, wipes it away. They sit down and congratulate Perla on winning the lip sync. Jaylene then thanks Virgo for saving her. But then Virgo started to explain why she chose Jaylene.
Mm-hmm.
And she said because Jaylene had a better track record. I looked around. I'm like, was the track record in the room with us?
Look, that's what everybody was saying.
Because
during
Perla
the
got a
episode.
win. Now, granted, yeah, she was low, win, and then low, but that win holds more power than just being high, safe, low. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I love me some Jaylene and really think she should have won this week. We'll talk about that later. But I'm like, just say you led with your heart instead of trying to make it seem like, it's because
Strategic.
yeah, because she did say, I chose with my heart and blah, 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 and I looked at track record and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, well, wait, did you look at track record or did you follow your heart? Because that's two different things.
Right.
I get it, you don't want nobody in the room mad at you. I get it. It comes with getting the power of the golden beaver. But it's the game, baby. Get ready.
And everybody knows it's a game, so if they're mad at you, then that's on them.
Yeah, and like I see this queen at least getting one or two more wins. I can just feel it in my spirit. I feel it in my spirit. Or she can bomb. Hopefully she don't, because I feel her making the finale, maybe even the top 3, 4, 2, whatever they're going to do this year.
Virgo?
Oh yeah, Virgo. I see her making it.
Yeah.
I see her making it. But yeah, so that just kind of was like, oh, okay, that didn't make any sense, but cool. And I'm so glad Perla was like, well, forget it. It's just, Perla better than me because I would have said something in that moment. What do you mean better track record? I have a win. The only win that hasn't been won by you yet was by me. So what do you mean? What? And then half of the room raised their hand talking about, oh yeah, I would have saved Jaylene too. And I'm like, oh, okay. Now, Perla, make a note of this. Because I would have took a mental note of everybody who raised their hand. I'm like, all right.
Let me pick you off, you off, you off, and you off.
I'm going to go to my station, write all their names down, because I'm going to forget. Be like, So when the time comes and they need a golden beaver, no! I'm going to give it to the girl who didn't raise their hand. Don't play with me. But anyway, they come in the next morning in the workroom, and Sanjina was feeling some type of way because she didn't feel like she got enough praise for getting the win for her team. I was very confused by that, and I'm glad Uma and Michaela chimed in, and be like, "Well, really, we thought Perla won that lip sync." Me too. Me too. I saw the front, but the back of her head was more sickening. But yeah, and then there was a little foreshadowing here
Mm.
that I didn't realize they were doing until we got to the end. And she's like, well, if it's
Mm-hmm.
me and you in the bottom, I'm sending you packing. Well, somebody was packing all right, and it wasn't Uma. Okay, let's move on. So
Mm.
the alarm goes off. They get their room mail from Rue. Brad enters the workroom and welcomes the founder and president of Knicks, Joanna Griffin. And they introduce this week's mini challenge. So they're doing a photo shoot, and they have to wear lingerie, negligées from the Knicks company. So they have 20
Mm-hmm.
minutes to get in drag and go do a photo shoot. I always love a good photo shoot as a mini challenge. I miss it being the first mini challenge of the season, even on U.S. Drag Race. I miss that
Mm-hmm.
being the first mini challenge. We're gonna go do a photo shoot. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I hope
Um,
what you wear is sickening, cause photo shoot.
but Alex was the photographer, and yeah, this was real cute. I enjoyed it. Fun, fun, fun.
Mm-hmm.
So we come back to the workroom, and they announce that the winner is Sanjina the Bish Queen, and she won $2,500 courtesy of Nyx. So, Brad then announces that this week's Maxi Challenge is a design challenge where they have to create ready to wear and fast fashion garments.
Mm-hmm.
We got to remember that ready to wear and fast fashion,
Right.
because some of the girls were great looks, but it wasn't fast fashion.
Right.
It wasn't ready to wear. That's custom. Brad said it clearly right here. So they get their clothes, well, they get their fabric, and they begin designing. And now
Mm-hmm.
let's get to the main stage. Up first, our hostess with the mostest. We have Brooklyn Heights. What did you think of Brooklyn and your score?
Oh, Brooklyn can pull off anything. I don't think we've ever really given her any bad notes. Like maybe one time. This is great. I give this an A.
I agree with your A. This was just amazing. Head to toe. Beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful. So this week we are joined by Brad Gorinsky, Tracy Melchar, and our extra special guest judge, Lauren Chan. Come back anytime, Lauren. I loved you.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the point where we found out it's actually a ball, because they were like, category is slow-mo couture. I'm like, wait, what?
Yeah, I got confused. I was like, slow mo couture. That's not what I remember.
I finna say, I don't remember Brad saying anything about them doing a runway before, but I'm like,
I think he
okay.
just neglected to say that.
Or maybe it got cut, and whoever edited it didn't realize they cut that part out.
Mm-hmm.
But hey, here we are, our slow-mo couture. Up first, we have Minnie Wang. What did you think of Minnie?
I like this. I love how the fabric just flowed and like they sold it like really well, and they have a really great body.
Mm-hmm.
But this gets a B from me.
This gets an A minus for me. I really enjoyed this. I wanted more fabric, because they
Yeah,
had the fans and the blowings. I just really wanted some more fabric to really just give me everything
so
I
the
need.
slow mo.
But yeah, this was really good. Up next, we have Helena Poison. When I tell you, I love this. I loved every piece of this. Every A plus.
It gets an A.
Okay.
Some about the hair.
Oh, I love that.
Not, not a big fan of the hair.
Yeah.
That was like my whole note the whole time I was watching. Just the hair.
Yeah. I love it. Up next is Sanjina Dabish Queen. What did you think of Sanjina?
I was not the biggest fan of this.
Mm-hmm.
Like the fabric blowing in the wind, great, fantastic. I think everybody. I think the prompt must have been something else because it's supposed to be slow mo, and
Mm.
nobody is walking slow.
Well, I don't
Cause
think.
you would think slow mo, you'd be doing like slow mo
Listen,
movements.
not gonna play with you. If I would have got this category, I would have walked normally on this runway. and we've done several, windy type things that we've talked about.
Mm-hmm.
I would have brought something that would have went nice on that fan at the end of the runway and called it a day.
Yeah, but
But what
this
is
gets
your
a C
score?
for me.
Is a C for you?
It's a C
Uh,
for me.
it is. It's a D for me. I'm really not a big fan of the proportions of this dress. She posted
Mm-hmm.
this on her Instagram, and what she posted there was amazing. I'm like, oh, I love what you've done with it since, from there to now.
Right. Is there more fabric? Is there more embellishment?
It's still very
Is she
simple.
padded?
There's more proportion to it. There's some lace that was added to it in areas. Like, it really, you can see the involvement of it. But for
Yeah.
this, I'm going to have to give this a D. Moving on to Michaela Couture. I thought this was really cute. This gets a B for me.
Uh, I agree with your B.
Up next is Xana. What did you think of Xana?
This gets like a B minus.
Mm-hmm.
Like I like the feathers. I like the movement, but just something about it is like off. She looks like a little sea creature.
For me, I loved every piece of this. Like, it flowed really well in the wind. It was so different from what everybody else brought. It gets an A plus for me. It gets an
A.
A plus for me. Up next is Jaylene Time. A plus. My
A
God.
plus.
My God.
This
On
is
today.
really good.
Like, this was
Highly
beautiful.
evolved, mature drag.
And I love it so much. I love every piece of this. I wouldn't change a thing. Wouldn't change a
Nope.
thing. What did you think of Oh My God?
This is kind of funny.
I thought it was kind of
Um,
funny.
it's kind of funny. Um, it's very camp. It gets a B plus for me.
Let me see what. Oh, I gave it an A. I thought this was so much fun. The element of camp, so different from everybody else, and like her little slow mo
Mm-hmm.
moment at the end, it was just so funny. It all just worked for me. It all worked for me. Up next is the Virgo Queen.
God dang it!
Oh, did it cut you out again?
Yes.
Well, the Virgo Queen for me, I thought this was cute. A little simple, but it's still great. I would love fuller hair. It doesn't have to be bigger, but a little bit more to the hair. I know it's the inches, and she Crystal Versace. She wanted to have her Crystal Versace moment.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I still thought this was really cute. So I give this a B plus.
They don't like to tuck, do they? Um, I agree with your B plus.
Up next is Perla. What did you think of Perla?
I did not like this at all.
Oh, okay.
Like it at all. I didn't feel like it was the prompt. I don't know. Just auto reaction was straight up just like, ew, no, no, no. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it at all.
Yeah.
So it's not a no for me, dog,
Uh huh.
but it's like a C minus.
Got you, got you. And see, I had the opposite reaction. I was gagged, I was gooped. I loved every second of it. It's an A plus for me. I freaking love this with everything in me. With everything in me.
She looks like she's wearing bed sheets. I'm sorry.
So the category is now fast fashion. This is ready to wear. Not hot couture. Haute couture. Ready to wear. Fast fashion. Stuff you can find off of like Temu, Amazon. Situations like that. So up first we have a Minnie Wang. What did you think of Minnie?
Um, the construction is really good, and for that she gets an A.
Mm-hmm.
Is it fast fashion? Not necessarily.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna average it out to like a B minus.
For me, I do think this is fast fashion. I've seen a lot of these types of bodysuits online in my research. Um,
Mm-hmm.
So to me, it seems it fits the prompt, especially for like a drag queen. Like you can find this
Mm-hmm.
bodysuit online pretty much anywhere. You can walk into any store that sells drag clothing. So I think she did fit the prompt, but I'm still gonna give it a B plus. Still B plus, but I do feel like she answered the prompt. Up next is Helena Poison. I thought this was so cute.
Yes.
Um, I agree. Like as soon as she walked out, I was like, "Yeah, I've seen this. I've known girls who have worn this. I know exactly where you can find this. I thought this was really cute. This gets an A for me."
It gets an A for me too. It looks like a straight up Amazon find.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they have like the 50s swing dresses that they have all the time for the different holidays, and that looks like that could be one of those, even though it's just not a swing dress, it's a cocktail dress.
Yeah.
I like how they wrap the fabric around the top of their boots too.
I appreciated that touch as well. I did. Up next is Sanjina the Bish Queen. What did you think of Sanjina?
This is a no for me, dog.
I have to agree. It's a no for me, dog. It's a no.
It's a panty. It's a panty. And that's wrong.
Up next we
Panty and that's
have
wrong.
Michaela Couture. This is something I can see Michaela in.
Mm-hmm.
I just wish, there was some final touches that needed to be made on it. But for her not to have any sewing technique, any sewing knowledge, I feel
Right.
like,
Any pattern making technique. Right.
I think it came out pretty decent.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I've seen outfits like this before. I do feel like it's ready to wear. This gets a D for me.
Yeah, I kind of agree on your D.
Mm-hmm.
Like the construction is okay, but it does need some polishing.
Mm-hmm.
Like some serious polishing. I think if they had been able to like make sleeves and maybe bring the V up a little bit, it would have been a little bit better.
Yeah. So up next we have Xana. What did you think of Xana?
This was not the prompt. This is not ready to wear at all.
At
This is a
all.
D.
Like, this is amazing, yes, but it is not the prompt.
It is not the prompt. I was looking. I was like, why do you have just random triangles? And what person did you think was going to buy this? We're not looking for haute couture. This is not New York Fashion Week. Get it together.
Like, if this was just like a normal design challenge without the ready to wear effect on it, this easily could have been in the top.
Right.
But because, I'm sorry, you finished. What is your score?
I already said.
Oh, what
It
did
was
you
a
say?
D. I said it was a D. It was a D.
A D.
A D.
A
A
D.
D. Looking like Phineas and Ferb's head.
But yes, I agree with your assessment. If this was just a regular design challenge, great job, amazing look. But this is not ready to wear. It's not fast fashion. For me, I'm gonna give it a C because I really do like it. It's just not the prompt. It's not the prompt at all. Up next is Jaylene Tyne. Baby, you can go to Cato's right now and get that.
No, you could get that on those magazines for like the church ladies, where they have the magazines.
Yes, yes.
Yep.
Like this.
And they have outfits just like that
Just
on there.
like this. It's an A plus for me. She understood
It's
the
an A
assignment.
plus for me
It
too.
looks good. Mothered. Okay.
Yes.
Up next is Oh My God. What did you think of Uma?
So I have those pants. I've worn those pants. I don't like the top.
Mm-hmm.
And then you've got like 5 different colors on, like blue eyeshadow, orange see-through top, hot pink,
And the shoes don't match. I'm sorry. It's not
and the
matching.
shoes don't match. So it's a no for me, dog.
No. I'm gonna give it a D because I like the pants. So I'm glad to know that you have a pair of pants like this. Because I was like, I'm not sure if that's ready to wear. But now that you said that this is something that's on the shelves, I really like the pants. The pants is what's saving her from getting us a no for me, though.
Like, I have those pants. I have those pants in black. You can find it on my Instagram at Creature McGill.
Up next, we have the Virgo Queen. I thought this was really stunning, but it's not ready to wear.
And not at all.
Like, I adore this look. Just like Rosanna. This was great.
It would have won. It would have won, or it would have been in the top any other time. But
with the ready to wear, with the fast fashion, it's just, it does not fit the prompt. So just like with Xana, I'm going to have to give this a C.
Yeah, like there are elements of it that could be ready to wear, like the corset top. You can get that on Nike.com now, since corsets are making a comeback. But they are.
They are.
Thank you, Bernadette Banner. But like the skirt, I really wish would have been all the way around.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's not ready to wear, so I agree with your grade.
All right, so up next we have Perla. What did you think of Perla?
Again, not necessarily fast fashion. I like the underskirt was, and then it just seemed like they just pinned a bunch of stuff on themselves.
Yeah, I felt like the bodysuit under it is, but the dress that was attached on it, that took it out of the fast fashion for me. But I'm sorry, what is your score?
If I was gonna just judge the bodysuit, because you could get that bodysuit at Party City. If I just judge the bodysuit, it's an A. But if you're judging it as a whole, complete outfit, then it's like a C+.
For me, it is a B. I thought this was a really good look. The dress that was pinned on it, like we've just said, takes it out of the ready to wear for me. But still a great look. Still a great look. So, who had your favorite design look?
I'm gonna have to say Poison.
Helena Poison, that's a really good one. A really good one. I'm going to have to go with Jaylene Time. Miss Jaylene.
Giving you dynasty realness.
Ate it up. So, in the top this week, we had Helena Poison, Jaylene Time, and Minnie Wang. In the bottom, we have Sanjina the Bish Queen, Michaela Couture, and Uma God. Do you agree with the top and bottom placements?
Yes.
I agree with most of it.
Well, I don't think Michaela should have been there.
Oh, I do think Michaela should be there. I love me some Michaela, but I do believe she should be there. Minnie, I don't think she should be in the top. When I did my math in my notes, I would have had it would have been either Minnie or Perla in that third spot. So like, we could switch her out. We could not have. They ended up with the same score with me. But yeah, so I'm not too upset that Minnie's there. But yeah, I think I might have had Perla there. Might not have. Who knows? So we find out that the winner of this week's challenge is Minnie Wang. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Whoop. I really thought Jaylene was getting the win this week.
Probably should have, but
I thought, or even Helena. I wouldn't have been mad at Helena either. So yeah, I was kind of shocked when they said Minnie Wang. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. So with her winning, she gets the power of the Golden Beaver, which means she gets to choose one of these queens and save them from lip syncing, which is Sanjina, Michaela, and Uma God. So they go back to the workroom. They plead their cases. Michaela, I love you. We get to the main stage. If you were the winner, if Roxy St. James won this design challenge this week, this ball, and this was your bottom three right here, which one of these queens would you have saved?
I probably would have saved Michaela.
Yeah. She has done the best, but I am also biased.
Right.
I am very
that
biased.
Part. Very biased. Like
very, very biased.
Very.
But at the same time, she has done better in this competition than the other two so far. So I
Exactly.
could easily tell them that, but in the confession, I'm like, I just wanted to save Michaela.
I just wanted to save her. Like,
You know, since we're leading with our hearts, my heart
mm-hmm.
told me to save Michaela,
Michaela.
and that's exactly what Minnie Wang did. She saved Michaela Couture.
I love how she was like, I'm Michaela and you're gonna keep me. Period.
So we now have a bottom two of Sinjana the Bish Queen and Oh My God. They lip sync to
Mm.
Contemporary Love by Rave. I thought this was a really good lip sync.
Mm-hmm.
My only issue is Sinjana was trying to keep her top up.
Right, and that bothered me.
And I'm like, oh baby, you should have changed.
Yeah.
Like,
Or
if I knew there was
reinforce
a
that top.
possibility I was going to lip sync, I would have put on a different top. Maybe kept the same skirt, but put on something that I
Mm.
know if I need to start twirling, I'm good.
Right.
But yeah, and there were several times in the lip sync I didn't think Sanjana knew the words.
No.
And there was a few times I'm like,
She would
wait.
turn away from the judges
Mm.
when she didn't know the words.
Yeah, there was a few times I was looking, I'm like, it looks like she's saying watermelon bubblegum. But I still think she did a great job overall. But Miss Uma, I was shocked, honey. I was like, wait a minute, she's giving us a little serve over here. I'm like, come on, Miss Uma.
And don't let the robot from the previous episode fool you. I got some moves.
She said, baby, I could give you a good old nasty one, too. I may not be able to do
Mm.
much, but I could give you
Can't do much.
I can give you a little something, okay? But after the Queen's lip sync, the judges decided to keep Oh My God. Do you agree with this decision?
Yeah.
I do too, unfortunately. Which means Sanjina must sashay away.
Now my question is,
Mhm.
how long has Sanjina been doing drag?
I don't know. But
Because Sanjina does drag like she's a few months into drag, as opposed to seasoned drag.
she reminds me very much of Mo Hart on her original season. The talent was there. The charisma was there. It was the looks.
Yeah, so it was just
So
like a lack of funds.
I'm thinking like it's more of a lack of funds. And, she's also in her journey, in her transition journey. So I feel like once she gets a little bit more coin under her, I feel like if she comes back for All Stars, it could be something similar to Mo Hart. She comes back and be like, bam!
Right.
Don't play with me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm hoping we get to see her a few years down the line. Because I really enjoyed her short time here.
What other enhancements do you think Sanjina is going to get besides breasticles?
Oh, yeah, because she said that money was going to her titty fund.
Yes.
I don't know. But whatever she decides to do, whenever she decides to come back,
Do it
I
with
will be
grace and
here.
do it with love, baby.
I will be here waiting for you, honey. I might actually, if you're at DragCon next year, I might just come get in your line. I might just come say hi to you. How you doing, honey? Which they still haven't announced the date for that yet.
Yeah, it's irritating me so much.
It's irritating me to my core. Because this time last year, ticket was already paid. I was already looking at hotels sending you stuff like, what's the tea?
Right?
What's going on?
By this time, I had already made like my second payment, I think, on it. And then, like, by the end of January, we had booked the hotel. And then by the end of, like, April, we had booked the flights.
Like, come on. Come on, you're playing with my time, RuPaul.
Okay, because at some point in time, the more they wait, the more it's looking like I might not get to go.
And I really hope they stick it with July, because that worked perfectly for both of us.
It did not.
Oh, wait, I forgot. Yeah, you missed your first few days. Oh, yeah, you wanted it in May. That's what it was. You wanted it in May.
Yeah,
May works for both of us.
June. Keep it May, June. If we can keep it May, June, I'll be all right.
So come on, just give us some dates so we can plan accordingly. But
yes.
Anyway, Sanjina, it was good to have you
Adios, au revoir.
They danced the night away like they didn't just crush that girl's dreams. And we find out next week we're doing a girl group challenge, which I think is going to be 90s themed, just from the things we
How
saw.
everybody's dressed and
Yeah, so I am super excited for a 90s themed girl group challenge. Like, come on.
mm. Another one.
Another
Well,
one.
first one on Canada's Drag Race, but the second one in all of Drag
Yeah,
Race.
so that's all I got. You got anything you want to add?
Nope.
All right, honey, well, tell the children where they can find you.
You can find me at Cresha McGill. That's CRESHAMCGILL on all social media.
And you can find me in the club, pocket full of bud, my mom. But if I'm not there, you can find me on all social media platforms at Simply Desmond. That's SIMPLYDSMOND. Thank you so much for spending a piece of your day with us. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And we'll see y'all soon. Bye.